Hello everybody and welcome to a new series on my channel. This series is going to be how to play League. Basically, it's going to be about how to get from level 1 to number 1, which is obviously impossible because I'm only platinum. Right now I'm gold because I decayed, didn't play for 3 months. But okay, so I'm not going to get you to number 1 exactly, but I will get you from level 1 to level 30 and hopefully at least to platinum, if not higher. So let's start off, just kick things off, and you're going to see right now, you're going to see a list of things that you're going to need for this section. So I'm going to basically separate these out into different sections based on the sections of your game play. So like from level 1 to level 5 to level 20, level 20 to level 30, and so on. So here is a list of things you're going to need for this section at least. Okay, so let's start off. Obviously, the first thing you're presented with when you make an account, and I'm not going to help you make an account, because if you can't do that, you shouldn't be able to play the game. You should be able to, but that's pathetic. Okay, so when you make an account, you're presented with this. Must be 3 to 16 characters in length. Letters, numbers, and spaces are allowed, must not contain profanity, and must not include the word riot. This is your name that's displayed in-game. So it can be different than your username. But tips I have, and this actually may affect things you don't know exactly. First of all, keep it simple. Don't do some stupid name with like 5 random numbers. You want people to remember you. And this is actually a double-edged sword in the fact that people will remember you at higher elos like Platinum. I know people will remember my name, which is not always a good thing and not always a bad thing. So you want people to remember you. Overall, it's just a better thing. Next, you want to have a clean name, but you don't want to have anything that like gives away what you're going to play. Like, if you've already played this game before, you're not going to want to put, for me at least, Master Yi Beast. Because then that gives you too much hype or sets expectations that you don't want. Just do something unrelated to League in general. Do a nickname, do something basic. That's all you need. So I'm gonna do Mr. Fuzzyhead. My real account is Fuzzyhead, but let's get started. Okay, so select an icon. This is pretty pointless. Just select a bear. Okay, and so this is unimportant, I'm pretty certain, but this is where we start to understand what kind of player we are. Are you a good or bad gamer? And that's like all games. So Call of Duty, Minesweeper. I mean, are you good at these games? Or are you bad? So for me, I've played this game a lot, so I would call myself an expert. Honestly, Platinum's pretty high up, I would say. It's not too bad. So let's go ahead and do that. Would you like to train your skills against bots? Not yet, so no. Okay, so along with that, no, thank you. Along with that, are you an aggressive player or are you a passive player? When you play games, are you usually the one going in shooting everybody up? Are you the one holding back? Are you the one getting the kill streaks like in Call of Duty, for example, that support your team, or are you doing the things that help yourself? You gotta figure out who you are in games and who you're gonna be in this game. It's all very important. It all ties together really well. Okay, so you've gotten to this. Now what do? Well, if you want to start a game, you click play. You go to co-op versus AI, because at this point you only have co-op. And you can play intro, beginner, or intermediate bots. Intro bots, let's see what this says. You get reduced IP and XP rewards if you're above level 10. Okay. So it's pretty easy, honestly. These all give you the same rewards, so it's probably smarter to go intro to power level up until level 10, but I would just recommend take your time, learn the game instead of trying to get to level 30, because that's what I did. So this one, it's pretty dang easy, I guess. Like I bet they don't even use abilities. Beginner, they might use abilities, but they're pretty dumb, and intermediate bots are really aggressive. So that's where you start to learn kind of how a normal human would be slightly, still not too much though. Okay, so let's check out all this AI. So you have your profile, you have your leagues, which we're not level 30 yet, so that's no issue. Match history, no games. So here are the champions you have. You own 0 when you start off, but you have a lot that are available, so that's pretty cool. I think it start until level 6 you get these champions right here, and I'll go through all this in a minute, but let's just skip past. You have runes, which you would have none of yet, masteries, spells, and item sets. So we'll explain all those in a minute, but for now, let's activate some skins. So when you start the game, you're presented an opportunity to activate skins. They changed the shop so much, I honestly don't know how this works. Purchase right points, account. Is this it? Redeem codes, here we go. Okay, now I've got some codes. I'll just go ahead and copy paste them in. And bam, I get Riot Girl Tristana, and because I unlock her skin, it unlocks her character. And these are all promotionals. I'll have the links in YouTube in the chat. You don't get RP anymore. That's crazy. You only get 1 IP. Okay, and then we get a free Garen. So this is already alone worth, what is it, 1350 plus 450? So that's about 1800 gold, or IP as it's called. And Alistair, you have to submit a support ticket, so that's a shame, but it's okay. So now that we've got those skins and those characters, let's go back. And we have 2 owned. Now Garen was always available, so we could play him, but at level 6 he wouldn't have been. Okay, so that's basically that on the champions. You're not going to have anything to start off with, obviously. But, you know, you get a few, 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4. I can't remember how many characters you can get for free. So definitely take advantage of that. Buy them, or get their codes immediately. And let's get started with how to enter a game. Now this is just going to be getting into the game. So we click solo. Actually, I don't want to do that. Custom. Let's just do a custom game. So when you create a game, this is what it's going to look like. We'll play Summoner's Rift because I'm never going to teach you how to play these because they are boring. Okay, let's just get into it. We'll add 5 bots to simulate an actual game. So imagine this is where you get if you got queued. So you get into a screen that looks like this. You type whatever lane you want to play. That's not important yet, but let's just say mid. You chat that, and then you pick a character you want. So you know what? I'm really wanting to play Kha'Zix, the Void Reaper. So let's go ahead and get into it. You got some UI here, spells that give you different abilities. These are your masteries, or no, these are your runes, and these are your masteries. And I'll show you how to set up those later. And so this gets you into a game. It's loading up, it's loading up. It's still loading up, and it's taking a while. Hello? There we go. And so there you go. You see your team, and you see their team, and it tells you what side you're on based on your color. So that's pretty much all there is to this section. This is just introducing you to the game, how to get into a game. Pretty easy stuff, but we'll worry about the rest of this later. So thanks for watching this section. I will see you in a minute for the next section. Well, I'll see you in a day for the next section, but for me it's a minute. Bye bye.